Has been dancing since the age of 3 and sees dance as the interaction between the body, mind, emotion, and spirit. As owner, choreographer, and artistic director of Studio Dansa in the Blue Star Arts Complex, Lawton conducts unusual and innovative dance classes. She's also collaborating with Danza of Monterrey, Mexico for an upcoming joint performance in San Antonio.
I do self-expressive dance. Some other people will call it modern. And I work with drums a lot. My background is actually Afro-jazz. And it's called Catherine Dunham technique, where I started with 10 years ago. And that evolved to the modern dance that I'm now doing. I started my dance studio 4 years ago in another space in the Josephine Theater. And the reason why I wanted to start it was because I really wanted to do my own stuff. I had been working other places around town, and I could not really do my own thing. And I really wanted to be more creative. I had a group in Sweden for a while. It was very different from what it is now. I hadn't integrated my style yet. I did not trust myself at that point. It gets better, you know, as you grow older. You get more, you know, you get hints about who you are now and then. And that's also when my creativity started to be more explosive, and I started to choreograph my own pieces. Years ago, I also started to work with the drums, and when I started to work with the drums, there were things that were happening to me. There were movements that were coming out of my body that I didn't know that I had. The drum is something essential. It's a very important part of my work. That's where I really have found a lot of space in movement.
What we do is, to make it more time efficient, I'll tell Carina to go ahead and practice with the dancers in the beginning and pick some pre-recorded music. And what she does is just try to pick different types of rhythms, you know. And then when she's done with it, she'll give me the pieces, and then I go home and I study them, and I basically lay out the basic rhythm. And we're doing basic, very fundamental conga rhythms, like in our terms we'll call it tumbao moderno, and it's just a real simple rhythm. Or we'll do 6/8 rhythms. We'll do guaguancó rhythms. We'll do the basic conga rhythms, and then we'll put in some cowbell, make it a little exciting, add colors to it. We'll add the shakers, and my assistant is Gabriel Herrera, and he's very good at chanting. I like it because I'm used to playing with bands, so I'm always accompanied, and this is like, it's just total percussion, so it's pressure, but it just makes you that much better. It makes you rise to the occasion, you know, works on your timing and your endurance. We are inspired, you know. We learn the pieces of the pre-recorded music, and then we make it more original, put in our own taste. And then we actually have to study. I bring the percussionist, the other percussionists in, and then we look at the dance, and we notice where they have their kicks or their accents. And I say, well, on this part, we need a cymbal splash, or we really need a yell here, or we need to get strong here, we need to calm down here. So, oh yeah, it works out just great.
This particular number that I'm now working on is about the dancer, the inner dancer, which what I want to say with that is that is the essence of our being. That's who we are spiritually, emotionally, and physically, and yet we don't have access to that all the time. And what I am illustrating in this collaboration is some of the obstacles, you know, that we have, that we carry with us in life. I like to go out with a message because I want people to relate to what I'm saying. I want to make a difference, you know, in my work. What I'm focusing on is the healing part of the human being.
she's doing a great thing. It's kind of, you know, a little bit of Afro-Cuban in there, and then some jazz and ballet. So it's just a combination of all these different dances, and it's pretty much her own thing. I don't think you can really categorize her dancing, and I love it. It's exciting.
I'm sharing my life. It's very vulnerable. It's very vulnerable work, and it's very strong from my heart, the work that I'm doing. Sometimes it's been very hard for me to work with the pieces that I do too, because it's upsetting sometimes. And I think by showing those things openly through performance, people can identify themselves with it and know that we all have it, and it would be much easier if we accept it.
To find out more about Studio Dansa, call 226-8101.